Saw Sonic the Hedgehog yesterday.
Nice. How was it?
It was pretty fun, honestly. There were like legit times I laughed out loud, like straight up. Dude, Jim Carrey was like, dude still got it. Dude's still a funny motherfucker, you know? I wish they had him like, there were like some parts, just because like I forget going, like it is a children's movie. There's some parts where you're just like, this is kind of stupid. But like there's also parts where I was like fucking hilarious. It would have been like really funny. There's like a lot of Ben Schwartzman. I actually wonder if he helped write any of it. Because there's just like some clear like John Ralphio type of jokes in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure he did some improv, especially.
Yeah, so it's like, so there's like some genuinely funny shit in there.
I was surprised by how much I liked the first movie, and the second one does look cool, so I do want to see it.
Yeah, it's actually like not fucking bad. Like there's some like really like cheesy, like, you know, for the kids, like, because we're family. It's like, all right, but like it's still like it's super loyal to like fucking video games. If you ever played a Sonic game, this is like right up your alley.
So you're saying The Sopranos is for kids because it's all about the family?
Exactly.
Sopranos is for kids.
Yeah, you should show your kids Sopranos.
Sopranos is about the nuclear American family. Fuck yeah. It's for sure for kids.
The traditional family dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy holidays, boys. And now our 420 episode actually released.
Damn it, you revealed our secret to the people.
Yeah, that we're recording 2 episodes on 420.
Second. Oh, that's right. We did do that.
Yeah.
How we found geniuses. The time. Yeah, we're geniuses, man. Time geniuses.
Time geniuses. Dude, you know who else is a time genius?
The entire plot of Neil Gaiman, I guess.
Why do you say Gaiman every time?
Like I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the excuse no longer.
It's Hyman,
man. Gaiman, Neil Gaiman.
Gaiman. Whatever, dude.
Neil Gaiman.
I just know for a fact on the what's it called? Sandman. You also said Gaiman every time.
Dude, I can't help it, man. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know how to pronounce anything ever. I'm just rolling the dice every time I say a word.
All right. So, okay, here's the deal. For this episode, if you say Gaiman, every time you say Gaiman, you have to take a huge rip of the bong.
Oh, yeah.
I have to perform in like an hour. I can't do, or in like an hour, or in like 2 hours.
Oh. I just saw the bong in your lap. So
it's here. I'm going to hit it. Don't get me wrong. It's the 420 show. I actually spent this morning, I wrote a prayer to lead into the show.
A prayer?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Can you say that prayer here, or that's going to...
I mean, this will be out late. So basically, I'm going to start the prayer by thanking the Holy Weed Triumvirate for this day, a special day, a day 13 years ago that my son was conceived, which is a true story.
KO was conceived on 420?
Yeah, the doctor was like... Yeah, the doctor was like, if we were to guess... 419, 420, and I was like, oh yeah, that's when I made those weed brownies and banged my baby mama in the woods. And
I like that he was conceived on 420 in the woods.
Yeah. I feel like my son is going to be like Luke Skywalker, but
it sounds like some prophecy. He's the chosen one.
I was thinking more Hereditary, honestly. I decided very cult-like.
Different. Our mind went different places, my friend.
Yeah.
We have different hopes for my child.
I think KO is the arbiter of
Hyman.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to thank. I hope then I'm going to thank the Weed Triumvirate, and hope that everyone is super high and all the way to the moon, but not in a uncomfortable way, in a really chill, fun way. And
who's the Weed Triumvirate?
Wait, man, I'm gonna get there. All right. And then I'm going to pray to them and ask that everyone get home safely without any harassment from the police, and that any police that have ever harassed anyone over weed lose everything in their divorce, and that people who uphold the criminal justice system, die alone and sad. In Cheech and Chong and Snoop Dogg's names, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
That was ridiculous, but
Yeah.
I'll dig it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm not trying to be, but that's going to be my prayer.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into it, boys.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into Marvel 1602.
Ooh, by Neil Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Yes.
Yeah.
And art by Andy Kubert.
Yeah.
I like
Really
the art
cool.
in this one a lot.
Yeah, it's really cool, honestly. It's different. It's a lot different than a lot of comics.
Yeah, like
big fan.
it fits like the 1602 like aesthetic, you know. It almost feels like it's like a tapestry that you would see in a castle or something like that. Like, you know, the way it's almost painted.
Yeah, it's also kind of like not in a bad way, or I can't think of another word, but like blurry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like crisp and defined.
Yeah, it's not, if this
like,
ain't no Jim Lee art.
Yeah, it's like kind of hazy art.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, kind
You
of
know
like
what I mean?
kind of like it was painted with broad strokes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But in a good way. Right. In a good way.
For sure. I loved the art for this comic. I've only read it once before, and I reread it all today. That's how I spent my 420. It's honestly been a fantastic day.
Nice. That sounds dope.
Dude, yeah, I've just been high and reading this all day, and then I like ate some good food. It's been a great day. Now I'm hanging out with my boys.
Boys.
But yeah, beautiful art. It's a great comic. Does anyone, Jake, why don't you introduce us?
Well, you already know the name of this podcast, guys. It's Comics and Chronic. I'm Jacob H. Anthony Inaccio's here doing crazy shit. Cody Cannon's here taking fat rips out of the bong. We're just vibing out to Neil Gaiman's and Andy Kubert's Marvel 1602, which has a very broad synopsis. Pretty much sets the entire Marvel universe in like pre-colonial England. They're just starting to colonize America.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen is still the Queen, and like every Marvel character somehow fits a role in like 15th century fucking or 16th century whatever England.
I feel like a large part of the fun for this book is figuring out who is who, like connecting the dots from who.
Peter Parquois.
Parquois.
Yeah, dude. The handsome Otto von Doom.
Yeah, Otto von Doom. I also like that. I just love how like it's even written with an Irish accent, but when you read Matt Murdock's stuff, he's like super Irish and just like like a, I don't know. He's awesome. He's a cool character.
Dark.
Yeah.
Well,
he's cool in this book.
I liked him, but I thought his origin was hilarious because he's like a little kid and he walks into a cave and the cave is like oozing this like green goop and he's like, "Oh, I'll eat some." And then he turns
he was
blind.
a dumbass little kid.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not like it was an accident. Like, he ate that shit. So,
dude, it's because he's Irish.
That's on you. It's because he's Irish.
They'll do anything.
I feel like him eating that goop is akin to like being a kid and knowing it would be gross, but wanting to eat Play-Doh.
Yeah,
like daring himself.
Kind of like kids are like, "Hey, like, eat that bug," and then like that bug is poisonous or something. But yeah, like no, every character has like a cool like tweak on their origin or whatever.
Yeah, dude, Nick Fury was super dope.
Nick Fury's a badass in this. He's the head of the Queen of England's security.
Shield.
Yeah, the Queen's shield, her personal like Queen's guard.
Yeah, like a spy. He was like in charge of a network. He was basically the exact same character, but in medieval England.
Yeah. It's cool that Peter Parker worked for him.
Yeah, I thought that was perfect.
Pre-Spider-Man Peter Parker too. Like, he doesn't have his
Peter
powers yet.
They kept hinting that he was going to get. You kept seeing him near a spider, and then something would kill the spider, or somebody would take him away. Or
he doesn't actually get bitten until like one of the very last panels of the entire comic.
Exactly.
Let's also set up the fact that, all right, so this is like, it's like England, fucking pre-colonial. A woman, one of the first colonialists from the new colony, Virginia Dare, comes to meet the queen, and she has
a little
with her
girl.
a giant.
She's a little girl.
Yeah, so Virginia Dare is an actual like historical figure.
Yeah.
So
I love
cool.
that they did that. Like King James was the psychotic, mutant-hating king, which is super what would happen if King James had been around at the time of mutants.
Yeah.
The witch breed, he calls them.
Yeah.
The witch breed. Dude, I love Magneto, and actually I love like the fact that the X-Men are all like these Spanish mutants, and then because it's pretty much the Spanish Inquisition. And Magneto's the head of it. And it's like really sweet that it's like really clever. Like he only kills the ones that like outwardly look mutant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps the ones that don't. But like even when he burns them, he's like, we will avenge each and every single one of you, brother and sister.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, this dude's like, Magneto's hardcore in this comic.
Yeah. Magneto's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast. But like he's not like a madman psychopath. Like, dude, it's cool that he like even gives his kids to Xavier, and he's like, teach them, and one day I'll come back for them.
Hey, not Xavier, it's Carlos Javier.
Oh, Carlos Javier.
Yeah. And he's never called Magneto, he's Enrique.
And
they say it like once. Yeah, instead of Eric. Yeah. That's what's like one of the coolest parts, like Cody was saying, like figuring out who's who. Like, yes, it's apparent, but like they don't always directly say who everyone is. Like the X-Men all have their like, 1602 ass names. Like it's like Scott Summerisle. Summerisle. It just is cool. So cool.
Yeah, and I didn't. The first time I read it, I did not realize Rojas or whatever.
I didn't know that either. The first time I ever read the book, I didn't even put that together until they revealed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was like, whoa, that's Captain America.
Yeah.
I was like, sick.
And the second time, even the first, they hint at it once in the beginning when the Vulture. I love Doom's Vulture army. He
has an army of vultures.
Yeah, like instead of Doombots, he has like multiple vultures.
Yeah, like the Spider-Man villain for those listening.
Yes, not like actual birds.
I also like that pretty much like the world is going to end. Nick Fury like knows it. He's sent for this secret weapon deep in the Middle East. It's being brought to England to change the tides of war against like Otto von Doom. But Virginia Dare can also like change it to animals, and she's like Doctor Strange thinks that she's going to bring the apocalypse. Like it's pretty sweet. And then I love the way like the reveal that the secret weapon is actually Thor.
Yeah.
Yes, the old man.
The old man, which is Thor's like first OG origins. He would be an old man, and he would tap his staff and then turn into the mighty Thor.
Yeah, like the story kind of starts with like Nick Fury going to the Queen and being like, look, like this old dude from Jerusalem, he's got the treasure of like the Knights Templar, who are like, the holy Christian knights. And like, he's like, Doom wants it, King James wants it, but they don't know what it is. They just know they want it. And our job is to get it here before they get it into their hands, because it's like, which we later learn is Thor. But it's like, the old man is called Donal or something like that. Like, and
because in the OG comics, his name was Donald Blake.
Yeah. So like, if you're paying like the first time, like, you're so into the story, you don't really pick up on those details unless you're like, you're not like the second time reading it. It's like, oh shit, I'm looking for this. But the first time you don't, it passes you by, and then you're like, oh shit, it's Thor.
Yeah. There's just a lot of cool like Easter eggs that like fan service Marvel fans. Because Neil Gaiman is not really one to write like mainstream comic books.
True, yeah.
Like he's not. He's very vocal about that.
Is this his only run with Marvel?
No, he did an Eternals run.
Oh yeah, I have that. I don't know why I asked that.
But I think
idiot.
I think that's definitely the only one. But I also think that like before this, it was probably like Sandman, and then he didn't write anything for a while.
Yeah.
So I think I was reading in, I think the forward or the afterward where he was like, or they were saying Time Magazine said when this came out in 2004 that it was like one of the worst comics or the worst comic of the year.
What?
Right? Like, it's like, what, are you kidding me? Like, this is one of the best comics. I love Marvel 1602.
This comic, Marvel 1602 is cool. This is why
rules.
I've read it a few times now. I love it.
Yeah, and
rules.
And it's crazy because we just talked about Planet Hulk, and this was another comic that came out like 2004, man. The comics that came out in 2004, 2000 to 2010 era.
That was like some prime Marvel era.
Yeah, that's when it got me, and that's what really got me to be a Marvel fan. And this was crazily enough, like one of the first comics I read along with Planet Hulk, which, you know, like it has enough familiar characters. Like it doesn't have everybody in the Marvel universe. Like interestingly, it's like characters from like the 60s and 70s, right? It's not going to have every single person, but enough that it's familiar that you know. I think enough of them, even if you've never read a comic, but like Marvel, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
No, I totally agree.
Like you could recognize everyone if you've just seen the MCU movies and not even all of them. You know, you don't even have to go to the later ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Very cool. I loved just the way they Neil Gaiman translated everything. Fucking Natasha being the most dangerous woman in Europe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, like secretly working for Otto von Doom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, literally a widow.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, she talks about her dead husband, who she probably killed.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. Just to like go on this brief little thing. Have you ever read? I forgot what it's called, but it's a Bill Sienkiewicz run on Daredevil.
I forgot what it's.
I'm blanking on the name. It's like his art though, and like the story is that like it starts with like him being killed by Bullseye and whatnot.
Oh shit! Okay.
No, oh dude,
I don't know.
You should read it because
who wrote
there's
it?
a lot of like I don't know, but I mean, anyways, dude. So a lot of it is like, dude, Matt Murdock was just slaying pussy, and like Natasha was one of his women, and they have a son together and whatnot.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it's a pretty cool run. He has like a ton of bastard sons out there. It's crazy.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cool. Yeah, that's why I was saying because like the relationship between him and Natasha is really cool.
Yeah, and this story so it sucks when she betrays him, throws him off a bridge.
Yeah, dude, throws him off a cliff or a bridge, right?
Yeah, that was wild. I didn't see that coming. I was like, look at these two lovebirds. They're gonna. They're gonna help save England, and then she ends up.
There's just like so many. Going back to like what Cody said, like good translations of like very lore accurate things. Like for instance, in the end, the final battle at Castle Doom, when it's the X-Men and Jean Grey is levitating the ship.
Oh
yeah,
it's like almost kind of like their X-wing or their helicarrier.
Yeah,
because that's like where they mount their attack on the castle from. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, that was super cool.
A lot of the story, so it's like Marvel 1602, but when you break it down, it's like part X-Men story. A big chunk of it is like X-Men.
Yeah.
A big part of it is definitely Nick Fury.
A lot of Nick Fury.
Doctor Strange is a huge part of it.
Dude, that shit is so cool. It's and also kind of like I feel like he pays homage to the Sandman when dude, doesn't Doctor Strange get his head cut off and he fucking they talk to his dead head afterwards?
Yeah, at the very end. Yeah.
That shit is sick. And he meets the Watcher, doesn't he?
Yeah, I felt like the Watcher also had like Morpheus vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think that's
it's
like a curse for Neil Gaiman, you know what I mean? Like everything he writes, especially right after Sandman, people are going to be like comparing it to Sandman, and he even says, I think in the forward or the afterward, I forget which one, he's like, people were saying it was the worst comic because it wasn't like the Sandman, and he's like, that's exactly what I was trying to do. I didn't want to write the Sandman again. I wanted this to be something completely different.
I totally agree. I think that I just can't imagine hating this comic. It was cool. It was, dude, Magneto was ruthless. Charles was the all Charles, the same Charles we've known and loved for years.
Carlos Javier.
It wasn't for the like school for gifted children. It was the college for the sons of gentlefolk.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. Magneto called his brotherhood the brotherhood of those who seek to inherit the earth or something.
Yeah, so badass.
Yeah. Those who seek to inherit the earth. Dude, he was cool. Once again, like Magneto is probably my favorite Marvel character And definitely my favorite of the X-Men universe.
Dude, Magneto's the GOAT.
Yeah, I just think he's fucking
In my
awesome.
opinion, possibly the best comic book villain.
Really? He is a great, like, just
I'd put him in the top
backstory makes for-
3, no question.
I would definitely put him in the top 5 fucking greatest comic book villains.
Yeah,
I
top
put him
5
in the top
for sure.
3.
Top
Ooh,
3.
I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like Magneto better as like the anti-hero Magneto.
But that's what
For
makes him
sure.
such
But
a
that's
good
like
villain.
what makes him such a good villain is because he thinks he's always doing the right thing, and he like is fighting for his people. He's just doing it in a way that, you know,
crazies would do.
Yeah,
That
For mutant
crazy
kind.
dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. See, that's what happens, man. You turn Jews into bad people.
Oh. Dude, yeah, I liked how Magneto cosplayed as a Spanish person the entire time. And then when he was about to be burned alive, they called him out for being a Jew in disguise.
A Jew, yeah.
Yeah, and they burned
Like
his
what it
beard.
is. Or like, you did.
Well, they say he was forcibly baptized. Like, you know, if he
Yeah.
wasn't, they would have killed him when he was a kid or something like that. Like, it's like the 1602 version of Magneto's origin in a way that parallels his real origin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Spanish Inquisition was fucked up against Jews as well. It was, you know, they killed a lot of Jews during there. So it's really messed up that he's the Grand Inquisitor. Like he's in charge of it. Except here they're killing mutants.
If you can't beat them, join them. You know? And also, he didn't really like join them. He like infiltrated so as to like one day. I mean, he amassed like his low key like Brotherhood army slowly but surely over time.
Yeah.
Do I love when he fucking like kills Toad?
Yeah.
I forgot what he says exactly, but he says some cool line. He's like, "I should have known you'd be a little treacherous toad." And then
I don't think he
strangles him.
Oh,
with the
he
chain.
does. Oh, yeah.
He chokes him at least. Maybe he doesn't kill him, but I know he fucks him up.
Yeah, I think he keeps him around for a little while after that. But
He definitely like chains him up by the neck. He's like,
Yeah.
"You treacherous toad."
Yeah.
Toad works
I
in the
your
Vatican.
So Ian McKellen impersonation.
No, even in the X-Men cartoon, Magneto always talks like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
For mutant kind. I think I would be a good animated Magneto voice actor.
You should do it.
Yeah.
You should
You
be
should do
Magneto.
Jake, with that series, you should make that a goal.
I think Morgan Freeman should voice an animated Charles Xavier.
Nice.
That would work. I would like that.
Yeah, because I could hear it. That'd be a good Xavier voice.
He should just be Charles Xavier. Why not?
Oh shit, he is old now.
Yeah, but Charles, do we want our Charles that old?
Yeah, maybe he's too old.
Yeah, why not? Charles isn't that active to begin
Yeah,
with.
but he's always like in his 40s or 50s. You know what I mean?
Dude, maybe it's time to do. I don't bash the elderly, dog. All right, that's one thing I do not do. Because you have no respect for your elders.
Yeah, that's true.
Zero.
Dude, it's
respect.
crazy to think that like because of KO, you are now like an elder, low key.
I'm an elder. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Unfortunately. I don't want any responsibility. Yeah.
What the fuck is this child doing here?
Yeah. What am I? You want me in charge of this person?
Cody's starting his own witchbreed over here.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Cody-
that's what happened. That's why KO was conceived on 420.
Yes.
All connecting. Dude, I also love the Fantastic Four in here. They're like prisoners of doom the whole time.
Snap!
Didn't they go
were
through like the Bermuda Triangle or something like that? And get hit with some
I don't
kind
remember.
of light thing? and
Yeah,
it-
it's like again, like everything parallels their actual origin in the comics. Like it's like they pass
Yeah.
through something cosmic and they get the same powers. Like their ship is called
Cosmic
the
Niche.
the ship is called the Fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like and they're just the four.
Yeah.
Dude, I liked the way Otto Von Doom trapped all of them. It was like unique to their powers. Like fucking the Human Torch was like on this tiny little like rock surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it was just pointless to like flame on because he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, he was like steaming
Fucking-
the whole time.
Yeah.
The thing was trapped in a hole that was smaller than he was, and he couldn't even like move his shoulders.
Yep.
I forget, how was Sue Storm and
She was held on a wall,
Yeah.
and she was
In
used as
his
an
room.
ornament in his room.
oh, okay.
And I think like maybe like she wasn't completely helpless, but like she knows like if she tries to do anything, like he'll kill like
He'll kill everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
what
kept
was
them
Reed
all.
Richards? How was he imprisoned again?
And I don't know. I feel like he's just in a cell that he can't get out of, I guess. I don't know why.
Yeah, he was like in some kind of cavern that he couldn't get out of or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doom was like a cool primary villain, but he doesn't even make it to the end. The real villain of the story and in our lives is King James.
No, the real problem in the story is that so the Watcher gets Doctor Strange and he's like, dude, like something's going on where like I have to interfere because like there's some weird anomaly going on. Something came from the future that shouldn't have to the past, and it's causing like basically the Marvel universe to become the Marvel universe earlier than it should have, and that's fucking every universe up. So if this universe ends, all other universes end. But then there's like this cool moment, and honestly, I love this panel. One of my favorite moments in comics. And Reed Richards, they're like all on the boat, and there's like so the whole comic, there's like storms happening and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And like that's how they know like they're all like the world's ending. Like this is not good signs at all. Like reality's tearing apart. But then Reed Richards basically figures out they're in a comic book, or you could take this as maybe like a metaphor for life. But he's like, we're a boat full of monsters and miracles, hoping somehow we could survive a world in which all hands are against us, world which by all evidence will end extremely soon, world's ending. But then he says, yet I posit we are in a universe which favors stories, a universe in which no story could ever truly end, which there can only be continuances. So like that's a comic book, right? Like it never ends. Like it's just like he knows they're going to survive because it's just like the universe can't end, guys, right? Like it has to keep going. And that's basically what happens at the end of the story. Like the universe ends, but then they're basically like, nah, we got to let this universe continue. It was like basically too cool, like we got to let it keep going and it gets to survive somehow.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
By sending Steve Rogers back to his original time period.
Yeah, exactly. So we find out in the last issue exactly. Yeah. He was sent back by like, so like the story actually takes place.
By accident he gets sent back.
Yeah, he gets shot in the head.
Yeah, no, they purposely try to send him back. So what happens is like, so it's the future. It's like the far future, past like what would have been 2004 Marvel, and like Steve Rogers, there's like the president forever, like or something like that. It's like some president who's basically a dictator now, and he knows that Captain America will just never like get off his ass. So he traps him, shoots him in the head, and they shoot him backwards into time, and he forgets who he is, and that's why he's Rogers. Like he thinks he's a Native American dude when he's and then at the end of the story though, he doesn't want to go back. He's kind of like, if he doesn't go back, then the world ends. And he like,
I think he says something about like once he goes back, it's going to be instant like hands, just instant fighting.
No,
like you're saying, he's not going back.
He doesn't want to. So basically, what happened was he lost America, like our universe. I mean, because it's so far in the future, we lost. Everyone's failed. Yeah, he lost America, and so he wanted to. He's like, I'm not going to age. I want to stay here and give America the chance it deserves.
Yeah, like be there at the birth.
Yeah. And
shit.
And
Mother
so
America.
that was his thing. That was the whole reason he wanted to stay. And then Fury fucks him up and drags him into the portal or whatever.
Yeah. I like how Fury does it too, because he's like, would your Fury like turn his back on you? And he's like, no, I guess not. And he's like, fuck. Well, he's like, that's where you're wrong. And then he like takes him out.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not your Fury. And I'm like, yeah, that's
fucking shit, bitch.
Badass.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I liked when Fury betrayed betrayed Britain and then like lost himself kind of and was like trying to get Parker to kill him and stuff.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Parquois, sorry.
Parquois.
I also like how the King James sends Peter to kill Nick Fury, and the way Nick Fury like changes his mind is to like take everyone else out and be like, all right, Peter, if you're gonna do this, like he's like, I guess this is my time. And like he knows like it's almost like his real Spider-Man moment for the like great power, great responsibility. Like he decides to run away and not kill Nick Fury. I love that moment.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah,
The story just has so many cool little moments like that. I love it.
for sure. Okay, I have a couple questions for you guys. Question number 1, how would, if they were to do Marvel 1602 in like a one-off mini-series, who would you guys cast?
Ooh.
Apparently Neil Gaiman said they were like they were going to do a show, but they decided not to. I wish
It's probably
they
for
would.
the best.
Maybe. I feel like what if we talked about what if, and I feel like it could be better. And I feel like it would be cooler if what if, maybe one episode, maybe even do like a 2 or 3 episode story arc where you could just get the 1602 story. It doesn't need to be like the MCU twist version, or it has to connect to anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like what if isn't that show? But I think that would have been a cool opportunity to see like 1602 done in a, like Marvel never does animated movies like DC does. Like if this was DC 1602, there would have been an animated movie out probably.
Yeah.
Facts.
So sorry, but you said live action.
Or it could be animated. It's whatever.
Timothy Chalamet as Peter Parquois.
I think we should go younger than
Yeah, I feel like
TC.
he's way younger than that.
Dude, Timothy Chalamet can play way younger. That's why he got
No,
casted.
but this Peter Parker is like
Zendaya is like 24 and plays a high schooler, like a 15-year-old.
But what I'm saying is get like, I don't know, one of the kids from I don't know, something.
Stranger Things.
They're old too.
Those one-trick ponies.
They're all too old now too.
They're too old, man. That's why no one wants to watch that show anymore.
You know what would be cool? I think it would be almost be cooler if a lot of who was cast was more unknowns. That way you could kind of keep up the mysteriousness of who they're supposed to be if it was live action. You know what I mean? Like in comics, you could right away kind of tell for certain characters, but you don't have to necessarily do that for everybody.
Okay, well, this is Conor McGregor as Daredevil.
Okay, that's
that's really not that bad.
I can see that actually.
That's insane. I would say more than Conor McGregor, a young Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, right?
If he was a young boy,
he's
old now.
We need him well. Yeah, I think Conor McGregor.
So who would you cast as Magneto?
Magneto in this
Javier Bardem.
Yeah,
nice. That's a great choice.
Yeah, dude. Spanish. He's a Spanish Magneto. Like that's perfect.
Yeah, he really would be perfect.
It would be perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Who would you cast as Otto von Doom?
Ooh,
Doom the Handsome.
Yeah, he's got to be a handsome boy. Got to be handsome.
I would.
Oh, what's his name that played Jamie Lannister? What about
that's
him?
I was about to say that.
Yeah!
I was literally no bullshit. I was literally about to say Jamie Lannister.
Yes,
I agree with that 100%. Dude.
Jamie Lannister would make a sick Otto.
His name is like Nikolai Kowalter.
Yeah,
I can't pronounce it. But
that is such a good choice.
I actually agree. I literally was going to say Jamie Lannister. No shit. That's awesome. Yeah. He would be a good. You're right. That would be a good Otto von Doom.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
For this one, fucking. What about Nick Fury?
Nick Fury.
For Natasha, let's just give Anya Taylor-Joy.
Ooh, I like that.
Make her Black Widow.
Yeah,
I like that. I don't mind that at all. I would even make her Jean Grey too. But we can go somewhere else with Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Zendaya as Jean Grey.
Nice.
You mean John Grey?
Oh yeah, that's right. She
It's
does
John
pose as a
Grey.
boy for a lot.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
It's that classic 80s movie trope.
Well, I liked it because it's timeless movie trope. My man.
Yeah, I guess it's timeless.
It's in Mulan. It's in She's the Man.
She's the man.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe
Jean Grey. Amanda
Mark
Bynes
Strong
then.
as Nick Fury.
Mark.
Dude, I want somebody more jacked. This Nick Fury's a beast.
Yeah. But, I mean,
All right,
that's not
Harvey
like
Keitel as Nick Fury.
No, I'm talking because like he's older, but he is like you're not gonna take him down without a fight.
Yeah. So then we got to give it to John Cena.
God.
What about even though I've used him before, just because I'm blanking on jacked old dudes. What's his name? Lang.
Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
For Nick Fury, I like that.
Okay,
honestly.
yeah, Stephen Lang, yeah.
Stephen Lang could do a lot of comic book characters, if truth be told.
Yeah. Why aren't we doing him? Cody Feige asks.
Cody Feige, yeah.
What are you waiting
One
for?
name, every superhero, Stephen Lang. Like, we need someone to play Wonder Woman. It's like Stephen Lang.
Dude, I wish you were good at deep fakes, Anthony, so we can make that.
Stephen Lang as Wonder Woman would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I could do that, I don't know how that would.
Are you telling me that Wonder Woman 84 wouldn't be a perfect movie if they had gone with Stephen Lang instead?
No, it would have been great.
Ooh, I'll tell you who I'm casting as Virginia Dare is Saoirse Ronan.
Ooh, I could do that.
The Irish
Even
actress.
she's older, dude. like
But
Virginia
they play
Dare's a little
young. That's the
kid.
whole point of like a lot of
But
actors.
not anymore. Like what? Like
yes,
she's-
anymore actually.
No, like
yeah, dude. The whole point of like certain actors looking young is so they can play a range of ages.
yeah, but these are like really young. These aren't like Peter Parker was like a 10-year-old at the oldest.
No, he wasn't. He was
Yeah,
not 10 years
what?
old in this comic book.
He's
He
a
was
little
like-
kid.
No, he's like
I think he was like 13, 14.
I was gonna say like 12, 13.
You think he was
Yeah.
a teenager? But
I
Virginia
think he was
Dare,
on. Yeah.
I don't
Virginia
know.
Dare was maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
can't be. What's her
Okay,
name?
so maybe not Saoirse Ronan. But
Yeah. I don't have an answer.
Sorry, I don't know kid actors.
That's what
you
I'm
fucking
saying. I don't have an
creeps.
answer. Like, I don't know kid actors. Like, and everybody that we did know is now older. You know what I mean? Like, they're just.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some like yeah.
I was just thinking Pedro Pascal as Carlos Javier.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
I like that. I could do it. I could do
I
it.
could do Pedro. He's actually an American actor, though. If truth be told.
But oh, really?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is American, and he's English is like when the movies where you see him speaking English, that's his real voice. He just plays a good like he's on Narcos and he was Oberyn Martell.
Yeah, but I still think he would do a good job of this
He would.
interpretation
He would
of
definitely.
Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
What about the Fantastic Four? I feel like they just are.
What about Rajas?
Oh, Rajas.
Yeah, we need a big old boy for that too.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar. Coming in.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's
Brock
fun.
Lesnar.
No, could you imagine him with long hair?
Oh god, yeah, seriously.
That would be so funny. Who
Yeah,
is a
see-
big?
Who's a big handsome actor nowadays?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either, man. I'm struggling with this game.
Yeah.
Fuck this game. Let's move on
think
to my
we-
other question.
What was
Oh
that?
yeah, what was?
I want you guys to each come up with your 1602 variant.
Oh, nice.
Oh, like our names and like. what
Yeah. I mean, Anthony, yours really doesn't have to change.
Antonio Iannaccio.
Antonius.
Antonio
Well, it's not like Rome.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know if it would be
It's still-
Antonius.
I feel like it would just be like Antonio the Italian.
Because Cyclops is Scottius Summerisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Scotius.
Scotius.
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to say it.
Scottius.
Scottius. I'm like reading it.
I feel like Cody, yours would be Codric in a way, kind of like Podrick.
Codric.
And
Codric.
then Cannon could honestly be the same.
Yeah,
It could be like,
I would be British. I would just be a part of the
yeah,
British.
it's like Codric Cannon.
Yeah.
Cannon.
And what's your like your role in this story?
My role?
Yeah.
I feel like I am, if I'm British, then I would probably be.
You're like one of Nick Fury's spies.
Exactly. That's what I was going
But
to
you're
say.
really bad at it.
Yeah, because I'm not a good spy.
Codric, I need you to go to the taverns and see what you could find out. You're like, I'm on it. And you just get wasted. And he's like, what did you learn? And you're like, fucking. He's like, damn it, Cannon. He's like,
Yeah, I'm bumbling, but somehow my bumbling nature always gets me in and out of trouble.
Yeah, like you do. Yeah, like you mistakenly like do foil plots, but it's never on purpose.
Yeah, it's almost Mr. Magoo-esque.
Yeah, it's like someone at the tavern might see you and they know you're one of Nick Fury's spies, so they try to poison you, but because you have such a high like alcohol and drug tolerance, like it doesn't work, and you just become this party animal, and they're like, "Oh, damn it!"
That's perfect.
And you somehow mistakenly like kill the guy.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I would read that spin-off 1602 comic for sure.
Dude, Comics and Chronics 1602.
Jake, you would definitely be one of Magneto's people.
Oh yeah,
I'm down with that.
You'd be like a monk.
What would my name be?
Jacoby or something like that.
Jacoby.
Yeah.
Jacoby is very Jewish sounding. If this is Spanish Inquisition, they'll kill me in no time. I feel like it should be like Jacques.
Jacob.
Jacob is still a Jewish name.
Yeah.
It's going to get me caught in the Inquisition. You guys are trying to get me killed.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you killed, bro.
So if Magneto's Enrique, you need you could be Jake Rique.
I could be Joaquin.
Joaquin, there you go.
Yeah. Joaquin Friedman Hurwitz. Oh.
Joaquin Fernandez Horchata.
Fernandez.
Hernandez.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's definitely a Jewish person just like trying to be a Spanish person and makes up that name and on the
Joaquin Hernandez.
And you're a witchbreed, but you didn't show your signs, so you weren't you're one of his brotherhood.
Nice, I'm down with that. Joaquin Fernandez Hernandez.
Or Joaquin Hot or H.A. or whatever, I can't remember for short.
Jefe Hache,
Yeah, Hache, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, and so Antonio, who are you?
I feel like hold on. Antonio Inacho.
There were no Italians in this comic, by the way.
There were none, which is very fucking not inclusive of Neil Gaiman.
Neil
so
Gaiman,
fuck him.
Yeah.
That racist piece of
Man.
shit.
Do Marvel 1602 Italian edition.
I feel like you would be like the dude who's transporting the weapon, like Thor and whatnot.
Ooh.
And you're not sure who you work for, whether it's like Otto Von Doom or Nick Fury or your own. You know, who knows what Antonio Inacho has hidden up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might try to murder Thor and take the stick from myself.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We don't know. Italians, not the most trustworthy.
Yeah. if the Sopranos taught us anything.
Yeah.
Perhaps you will betray us
You're
at
right.
some point.
The family-friendly Sopranos taught us.
Never trust an Italian.
There's actually a really cool Shield miniseries by Jonathan Hickman where you find out like Leonardo da Vinci, Galileo, Tesla, all these people throughout history are actually part of like an ancient order of Shield.
Hydra.
No, Shield.
I know. I was just being dumb and being like, if there was a
Hydra.
Shield that far back, then there was Hydra too.
Maybe there is, but I feel like it's like Shield fighting each other. Like Isaac Newton is like the head of Shield and everyone hates him. And like it's just a crazy miniseries, but in that you also get like Reed Richards father or grandfather, and then Tony Stark's, or maybe Howard Stark or Howard Stark's father,
Yeah.
are like time travelers who like
That's crazy.
fuck with Shield. It's crazy, but I feel like it's kind of, it doesn't necessarily go with this, but I feel like you could combine the two somehow if they wanted to. Like nothing ever. Oh, the only other time I've ever seen Marvel 1602, I'm saying besides this comic, was like there's like a Spider-Verse comic, and they're going around trying to kill all the spiders throughout the multiverse, and they murder 1602 Marvel Spider-Man. Like he's older, he has the
shit.
powers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So peace out, 1602 Spider-Man. You know.
Nice. Well, I was thinking how you said that you could almost combine them, but instead of combining them, it could almost be looked at as kind of like a Assassin's Creed type universe where there's this like thing that's always in the background, like in Assassin's Creed, but in Marvel, it's Shield.
I just love stories like this in the Marvel universe where they combine so many different corners of it in a way that isn't overwhelming, especially like I think this is pretty much new reader friendly. Like if you're familiar enough with Marvel characters, this is a really cool take.
Yeah,
on
you've watched a handful of the Avengers movies and you're good to go.
Yeah, you get the general like gist. He doesn't really stray far away from like A, like all these characters' well-known origins, and then B, like you can kind of put together who's who.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, there's even the Hulk. Like you don't see him till the very end.
At the end though, Dr.
Banner.
Yeah, Banner.
Yeah.
He like walks off, and doesn't he like, or when Rojas or when Captain America goes back into the portal, doesn't the portal like release some energy and he gets
exactly. Yeah. He actually protects Peter Parker. And then also I think it's implied that the spider that bites him was irradiated by that same flash of whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
That shit was sick.
Dude, it's just such a cool, and also like done in one of those like really cool, the story arc was like really cool. Like it was like the first half was Doom and his, you know what I mean? Like conflict and stuff. And then the second half was like putting together why everything was ending, and King James and having to go back to the Roanoke colony and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Roanoke.
It's cool. I like how it draws on history. I like how there's a small mystery and then it becomes a bigger mystery.
Hey, there's a small mystery with history. Y'all listening to me?
So, guys, how many pieces?
Yeah, on that note.
How many? I love how we've shortened it to like, it was like Joe Pesci's, Joe Peasy's. Now it's just Peasy's.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Puff Daddy kind of.
Yeah, like how many Diddy Dirty Money's we given?
I think I could predict that this is like,
you already know.
Yeah, the witchbreed. We're all the
witchbreed. Yeah, 666.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, this comic is dope as fuck.
It's a banger. Honestly, like I'd put it in the top 10 that we've read since starting the podcast. Probably.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, facts. Big time facts.
One of my favorites. It's a must buy. It's a must read.
Must buy. Must read.
I agree.
Fucking who's it by, Cody?
Our boy Neil G.
Neil Jeezy.
Neil Jeezy.
Neil Jeezy in the house.
They're gonna tag him as Neil Jeezy.
Yeah.
Neil Jeezy.
Yeah. Oh, when you combine Neil Gaiman and
G-Eazy, you get Neil Jeezy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. That's too much power for one man to have.
Yeah, dude. If we were to have crazy weather and world-ending events, it would be because Neil Jeezy entered our universe.
Yeah. You combine the writing prowess with the lyrical technique of Neil Gaiman and G-Eazy, it's an unstoppable force.
Yeah. The watcher would have to step in at that moment and be like,
yeah, he'd be like,
this
dear
is
God,
trill.
What the fuck are you doing?
You guys would have to put my corpse head on a pike.
Only Cody.
Only Cody.
Only Cody can help us with this chopped off head.
Against Neil G.
You would be a really like annoying head to carry around.
Yeah, my head. That would be a pretty cool, a fun.
It would be
comedy.
cool because
Yeah.
I could just like put you in a sack whenever I'm like done hearing your bullshit.
Get me wasted by sticking me in brandy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, preserve your head. Yeah. Isn't that
but
what
also,
she does?
yeah,
Yeah.
but when you pull me out, I'm just hammered.
You're just absolutely wasted. You're like,
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Yeah, where's that coming from? You don't have a stomach.
Yeah, right. Like, what? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I also thought it was cool that Clea was like, and this is how it is in the regular continuity too. She's from a completely different universe. And she's only there because she's like, well, if this universe ends, then mine's fucked too. So I guess I'll stick around and help you guys. But she really doesn't have to be there at all.
And then she just leaves.
Yeah, and then
She
she's
just
like, at the end,
dips.
she's like, peace out. And when she walks through like a door to her universe, you see like eyeballs and weird Twilight Zone looking shit.
Nice.
So
Cool.
yeah, that's Marvel
Crazy.
1602, boys.
We
Yeah.
wrapped it. That's a wrap-io.
Wrap it up.
Oh, wrap that shit up.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
you're fucking tonight, wrap that shit up.
Yeah, or not.
That's our motto.
Wrap it up or not. That's clearly been my motto.
Yeah. It's never led me wrong.
Okay. Well, that's another episode of Comics and Chronic. I'm Cody, and we love you commies. Eat shit and die. I'm just kidding. I don't mean that. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Check out the website. You know all that ish. The use.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.